Hi everyone. So today I'm going to do a video on living on one wage as a family of 5. Now I got requests to do this and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know, because would people want to live their life like me? Would anyone really get anything from it? So my mum, it comes from my mum. My mum always brought me up with the motto, I suppose you could call it, don't live above your means. That was it. It really was. If you can't afford it, you can't have it. I've never had a credit card, a store card, car on finance, a loan. You know, I always think to myself, if I can't have it, I can't afford it. So like our house, we're trying to do our house up, but you know, Rome weren't built in a day. I keep having to remind myself, you know, as much as I want it to look nice, Rome weren't built in a day. And I always think to myself, okay, so this month I'll buy the curtains, next month I'll buy the blinds, next month I'll buy a shelf, next month, you know, it's always, it's like that. It's very, very slow. And next month I'll buy the paint and things like that, you know. So yeah, I live like that. My mum lived like that. And yeah, that's just how I live my life. Okay, so I'll start with how I save money with each person and then as a family as a whole. So Amara, just give us something to play with. Amara, so I do cloth nappies. Again, I don't think anyone's going to want to live their life like me. Some people are for it, some people are just like, A lot of people say to me, oh, it's a big investment, I couldn't put that kind of money up. Which I get, I understand. It, you know, it probably is a lot of money, but people go and buy their buggy or their cot, you know, things like that. They'll go out and buy baby clothes and stuff, and I don't really see the difference. The brand that we use is Little Lambs, and I got mine for £100 for the first size and £100 for the second size, and they're normally £180, but I waited, I think at the time, I used to be on Facebook, I'm not no more, and I just waited, I liked their page and just waited for them to announce they were having this sale. And yeah, I got the first size for £100 and the second size for £100, and I bought them separately. I bought the first lot before Noah was born, and then I bought the second lot when he was around 9 months old. So it was split up for me, it was £100, you know. But for me, I feel like that's an investment, because not only has Amara used them, so that's £50 per baby, I'm saving money by not buying nappies, and I can sell them on. Believe it or not, people will buy cloth nappies secondhand, so you can get some of your money back from that, which you can't do with disposables. I think they say it's about £800 from birth until you potty train your child. That's how much it will cost you to put your baby in disposables, around £800, and they've calculated that from birth to about 2.5 years. So yeah, that's, for me, for each baby, that would be £2,400. So that's a holiday. That's a family holiday, you know. That's an all-inclusive family holiday for a family of like 4 or 5. That's, you know, it's just. And then to go with that, I do cloth wipes, and I bought that. They weren't proper cloth wipes. I just literally bought like these flannels. They were in like a pack in Babies R Us back when Noah was before Noah was born. I bought these cloth wipes, and I use them for Amara as well. You know, and I'm saving money there. I'm saving money by not buying cloth, by not buying wipes, disposable wipes, and not buying cloth nappies. So yeah, that's how I save money. And also, I suppose me breastfeeding, it helps because I don't have to fork out for milk. So really, she's not really a big cost, and a lot of her stuff is hand-me-downs from Kaysan and Noah. So her cot and her changing station, that's all handed down. My feeding pillow, the nappies, a lot of stuff is handed down. The travel cot, you know, and then her clothes. Okay, I buy a lot of her clothes secondhand, a lot. In fact, I buy all her clothes either secondhand or in the sale. 90% I would say are secondhand, and if they're brand new, they've been bought for her by her grandparents. So the dress she's got on at the moment cost me 50p, so I'll buy her dresses anything from 50p to about £2, £2.50 at the most. That's secondhand, and then in the sales I can get them pretty cheap as well. So yeah, I look at it like she's not in them long, she's in them for 3 months at the moment at a time, and if I bought her say 10 dresses or 10 outfits at £2, I've spent £20 on her wardrobe, 20 quid, and then you can go ahead and sell them for what you more or less purchased them for. So if something costs me £2, I'll put it back up for sale for £2, and even if someone comes and goes, oh, 150, I've lost 50p. Whereas if I say I bought all her outfits for say £10 and I bought her 10 outfits, it's 100 quid. and that to me, that's an £80. I've made an £80 saving. If I look at it like that, in my eyes, I've made an £80 saving. And if I go and sell those items for £2, I've made an £80 loss. You know, so I know a lot of people probably wouldn't want to buy second hand, and that's you know, down to you. But there is another tip that I do as well, and I do this for the boys. Well, mainly for Kaysan, because Noah gets Kaysan's hand-me-downs. But yeah, I basically shop in advance for Kaysan. So at the moment he's 6, so everywhere I go, I always look out for age 7 to 8 in everything: trousers, pyjamas, t-shirts, jackets. You know, everything is in the next size up, and I'll go to charity shops, boot sales, nearly new sales. I'll look around sales in Tesco, or you know, wherever I am, and I'm constantly picking out things, and then I'll store them away, and then when he turns 7, I get them out and, you know, get his wardrobe out. So I've always made a saving somewhere on their clothes, and then Noah gets Kaysan's hand-me-downs, and then what I'll do is I'll just top him up with a few little things. So I'll keep my eye out for like the next size up for Noah, and then he gets a little bit of his own. Again, like in the sales, again, it's still sale stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how I save money with the kids. I buy a lot of their toys second hand. I buy their books second hand. Yeah. If they've got new toys, they're either Christmas or they've been brought for them by their grandparents, or if they've had a birthday party. So yeah, but you know, you can get some really good stuff in new sales and boot sales. You just got to keep your mind open, I suppose, when you go there. And yeah, but I buy a lot of the stuff. I bought her little walker, which I did a baby girl haul, I think it was, or a new sale haul, and I bought her a little walker for like £6. Them things are like 25 quid in the shop. And, you know, she's only going to use that for a couple of months. As soon as she's walking, she's not really going to be pushing that around. So, for me, I just thought £6, not really a big deal. I could sell that on for about 6 quid anyway. So, I'll be getting my money back. I sell a lot of the kids' stuff once they've outgrown it, or they don't want to play with it anymore. I'll sell that on, try and get some money back. Yeah, so normally if I sell Noah's clothes, that money goes to Amara. So then what I'll do is I'll go and buy Amara clothes with that money for like the next size up wardrobe for her. So now I'll move on now to like as a family. So my shopping, I would shop somewhere like Aldi or Lidl, but we can't always get what we need because my husband eats halal meat. So a lot of the time we do it in Tesco, because the Tesco near us sells halal meat. And then I buy a lot of the kids snacky stuff, or like Kaysan's lunchbox stuff, in the pound shop. Now a lot of people, no, not a lot of people, I did have a comment about me shopping in the pound shop, like, oh, we know what's your secret recipe and all that. And I thought, take the mick all you like, because I'm making a saving here. School bars, my boys love the school bars. They're like £1.37 or something in Tesco. They're £1 in the pound shop. So I'm making like little savings here and there by just by going to the pound shop. So yeah, breakfast cereal is like £1 in the pound shop. Biscuits you can get free for £1 or 2 for £1. Yeah, I'd go to the pound shop for a lot of like the little snacky stuff and things like that. The breakfast bars as well. My kids love breakfast bars in their lunch boxes, or my husband likes to take one to work, things like that. So yeah, I'm just constantly trying to think where I can save money. With our telly as well, we don't have Sky or Virgin or any of that stuff. We just rely on Freeview, and you know, I suppose people would look at me like, oh, you're living your life very, very scrimpy, but I like, you know, we like to travel, we like to go away, we like to go on holidays, and I just think the way I'm living cuts our costs down so much that we can afford to go on holiday, and in the times, in half-term times. So yeah, so Sky, I know someone who has Sky, and they pay £40 for the basic Sky. Now, if you was to cut your Sky off, if you was to cut your Sky off, £40 a month, over the 12 months, you'd have £480 in your back pocket if you just didn't give it to Sky. We have the Amazon Fire Stick, but we don't pay for the Amazon, I don't know what it's called, the where you get all your shows and stuff. We've just got the stick, because you can buy the stick, you don't have to, you can cancel it. So we've got that. And the reason we got that was because my husband downloaded a thing called Kodi. I think it's spelled Kodi, I think. And yeah, we get loads of TV shows on there. We get loads of films for the kids, and it's free. So yeah, if you want, yeah, little tip there. Yeah, but we get along just fine with the Freeview. You know, we get all our basic channels. Yeah, we don't, you know, mainly the kids are really watching it, the telly most of the time. We don't really get a look in. But when the kids get older, I'll be back to work. They'll probably be in their rooms most of the time. We could probably afford to have something like Sky later on down the line. You know, but I don't know if we ever will. Well, who knows? So yeah, I mean, I'm constantly making savings in little places that I can. My car, I've got a car that is like a low emissions car. So my tax is only £30 for the entire 12 months. So yeah, I save big there, and I'm diesel as well. I know that they say diesel is more expensive, but I actually noticed the difference. I used to have a petrol car, and I was putting petrol in that car every 3 to 4 days. And this one, my diesel, I could probably go just a little bit more than a week, about 8 days. Like, you know, I'm only not pushing it very far, but about 8 days I can go. But to me, that's like another 4 days on top just by driving a diesel. So yeah, my husband, he drives an automatic petrol car, and his tax is like over £200 for the year. You know, he's constantly putting in petrol because petrol burns faster, and he's automatic. You know, you can't really do anything. Driving economically as well will save you petrol, which we all know that. I always try and keep my rev count at under 3. So yeah, I'm saving money there as well. And you know, you can knock your revs down by just driving in a higher gear. And my husband, he can't do that on his automatic because he's got no control over his gears. He probably could actually, because he drives a semi-automatic. So I suppose if he switched to the semi-automatic, if he did the manual part, he probably could. But yeah, so I don't really know what else I can talk about. But I do in my life to try and, you know, save money in little areas. But that's just the way I save money in little areas, like with shopping and like entertainment, eating out. We don't really eat out. We really limit that. We've eaten out once this entire since this new year, and the only reason we did that was because we had a voucher, and when we went there the only thing we bought was a drink, so that was it, and it cost us about £5, I think. That's all we spent, and it's just because we had a voucher. We were just like, do you know what, let's just go out, me and you. Amara came with us obviously, yeah, because I'm still feeding her, but yeah, that was it really. And then takeaways, we've had 2 takeaways this whole entire year. Yeah, we just limit it. I know that probably people are probably thinking, God, like, what do you actually do? And days out as well, no brainer, you know, you take a packed lunch. We always take a packed lunch. There's a lot of places that we go to in my area where there's like free parking, or it's like 3 days out. I don't really want to give away too many places that I go, because I don't really want to give away where I live. It's just, you know, but yeah, there's a lot of places that we go to that yeah, that I've got like free parking, like 3 days out, things to do. And sometimes if we go to certain places, there might be something you've got to pay for, but it's quite minimal, you know, like, so like it's got a crazy golf section and you pay. We might do that, it just depends. And but the way we look at it is like, okay, we've got free parking, we've had a picnic, we spent like £10 on crazy golf. It's not a big deal, let's just enjoy life, you know. But yeah, we love to travel, we love to go to new places every year. We probably go at least 2 places a year. Last year when I was pregnant with Amara, we went to Germany. Me and my husband went to Germany for 2 nights, or was it a night? We went for a night. We got there in the morning, stayed over. No, we got there at like night, stayed over, spent all day just going around Germany, and then we had a really late flight. And then we took the boys to Ibiza last year when I was still pregnant with Amara. And then this year we went to Morocco, and we are looking about going somewhere else. We're thinking about going to Turkey, but we're not sure. But yeah, that's just the way we like to, that's just what we like to do. So that is everything I can think about to talk to you about. I need to hurry up and go because Amara's crawling out the door and I don't have a stair gate. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something from it, and I will speak to you all really soon.